During sessions with clients, I can feel tingling in my hand. I've heard other people describe this as energy moving through. Um, and I'm wondering what they can share about this energy that I feel because it's not one of the C words. I don't feel compassion, curiosity. It's just like a physiological sensation. And I'm wondering if they can say anything about that and how I can use that. And I feel it right now, even as I say this question in my hands.
Okay, what do you want to say to this? They're saying you can direct it toward the client permissively. What do you mean by permissively? They're saying with permission. They're saying have the intention for permission to be all around it. And when they say that, it's like I'm just holding my hands out kind of like this. And they're talking about permission, and it's like this. It's almost like this invisible barrier that goes around the energy that as the energy moves forward, this barrier kind of surrounds it that says you will take this in at your own pace as you are ready to, when you are ready to, how you are ready to, where you are ready to, if and when and how and where you are ready to do so. Yeah, they're just talking about having that intention of the permission to just surround it, to surround the energy that you're sending to them. It allows them to take it in the perfect way for them. Perfect timing, perfect place, perfect way. If and when. Okay, and then they're saying something about when. They're saying they may not take it in for a while. They're saying for some, it may be a very long time before they take it in. And for some, they may never take it in. And that's okay too. So for those that never take it in, this is like a really special gift. Like all of a sudden there was just something that opened up in my heart when they said that. They're talking about it being the best gift you could give that person because it waits forever until they're ready, even if forever is never. It allows that to be okay. And they're saying that creates a special kind of safety that cannot be undone, cannot be reversed. And that safety goes in deep. I mean, it's almost like for those people, the energy itself is not what is most important. What is most important is that it is, they're saying, pure unconditional love. It respects their needs and desires and choices, and it allows them to be exactly who they are. And that is the gift those people need most. Like they're saying that is the gift they need most, so much more than they need self energy sent to them. They need that gift of it being okay to not receive it. Okay, they're pausing there.
So, what exactly is it?
What exactly is it? They're talking about it being self energy. Okay, what do you want to say about this? They're talking about it being self energy in its purest form. They're saying just self energy. You're just saying just self energy. Okay, what do you want to, what is this? What do you want to say about this? I mean, they're just saying it's just self energy. They're leaving it at that. Yeah.
How come I don't feel it as love or compassion? It's just physiological.
What do you want to say to this? You're saying sometimes self energy doesn't come with words. For it doesn't need to. It doesn't always need to be clear. Sometimes it just is. Okay, can you make this a little more clear for me? Okay, please make this a little more clear for me because I'm not totally getting what you're showing with this. Again, they're talking about it being in its purest form. It's almost like it doesn't have a shape because a shape isn't needed yet. They're talking about a lack of shape is what is needed sometimes. So when they say shape, they're talking about the shape of compassion, the shape of love, the shape of this, the shape of that, perspective, playfulness, whatever, right? And they're saying sometimes it doesn't need a shape. They're saying sometimes the lack of a shape is much more beneficial. They're saying sometimes it's exponentially more beneficial to lack a shape. There's something about that that helps it be safe. It's like some need a specific shape. They're saying some can't handle a shape. And what they're showing me is like this person has like different shapes within their heart space. They're kind of giving me the image of like a keyhole and the different shaped keys you can have. Is they're saying for some people, all the shapes are attached to trauma. That there's some connection, like maybe either somebody else was holding it and then something traumatic happened in relation to that, or they were holding it and something traumatic happened in relation to that, like they learned they couldn't have curiosity as a child, something like that. And they're showing like this purest form of self energy that doesn't take a specific shape. They're showing it as just little particles that can drift into any keyhole without setting off the protectors, because they're showing it like it drifting in, but then if one that's a specific shape goes in, like they show something from behind, it slams down and it's like, no, this is not safe, this is not happening. And it's just tiny little particles just drifting in. And again, they're talking it being at their own pace and the safety. And they're saying the lack of shape is essential for some people. For some, this is exactly what they need. And they're saying all of us need this to some degree because we all have different shapes from different experiences that limit what we can take in. And this effervescent self energy is easier to take in those situations. And they're talking about it being kinder and calmer and more slow flowing. And it is exactly what they need. For they would have received something else if that was what they needed. Okay, they're pausing there.
Beautiful. Thank you.